Good morning. Welcome to ATI Pro Media. Got to thank Brady and Connor for stepping in yesterday. I let them know with about 10 minutes I won't be on. They're throwing me on TV. So I had a chance to host RFD TV Market Day Report for about 6 episodes yesterday. That was fun. It's interesting. It's really good practice for the live stream. Then I got to host Cow Guy. But we're still in Nashville. I'm in RFD TV studios. They gave me an office here. So it makes it easy to come down here and do my day job. Markets have been busy. A lot of things going on. You're either hedged and sold or you've got nothing on. I don't see a whole lot in the middle. Folks are either a hedger or they're not. We're seeing some news coming out today. News being that we had some exports, I believe, to Colombia. We're seeing some layoffs from Smithfield. We're seeing some locks closed in the Mississippi River. And with that, let's bring in Brady Huck. We'll go over a couple things, a little volatility in cattle, feeders moving. I'm a little out of sorts here. All right, how do we do this? Jojo, take us to LaSalle Street and I'll quote up the market. Good morning, Brady.
Morning, Tommy.
All right, Dees corn up 4. SEP soybeans up 11. Nove soybeans up 11. Meal up a tick. Soybean oil on a good run here, up 80. Wheat, border trade wheat down 6. Casey down 6. Minneapolis down 2. Live cattle, August up 35. Feeder cattle, August up 125. Hogs up. Let's take it to Wall Street. Gold up, silver up. Looking at interest rates, 2s, 5s, 10s, 30s. The whole bond market up means interest rates are a little lower. Crude oil, I believe crude oil had a really big day yesterday. 83.67. Crude oil up 30 cents. Natural gas has been coming down 50. That had a 3 in front of it a couple weeks ago. 24.27 is the price of natural gas. Dow Jones unchanged. S&Ps, NASDAQ pretty much unched. Dr. Copper up 5. Bitcoin down 1,000. All right, let's bring in Brady Huck. Light show today, light news. What do you want to talk about first? Smithfield layoffs?
Let's start with the bad news there. Yeah, let's start with the
Okay.
bad news. Smithfield layoffs, announces it will be closing its Altoona, Iowa ham boning facility. 314 employees will be impacted. It's never good to see these types of headlines, Tommy. Makes you scratch your head about the underlying health of the economy. Talk about John Deere, Smithfield,
Yeah.
that start to stack up. So don't like to see those.
Mm-mm.
No.
350 cash corn does a lot of damage to the ag economy.
Yeah.
It's tough. That one's tough. What do you got here, Brady?
Because of high water, Mississippi Lux 16 and 17 are closed with estimates of reopen not until July 19th, partially forecast based, so we could get better or worse. Interesting headline there. Thanks for adding that in there, Joe. Just saw that come through on the email. Closing, anything on the Mississippi, not good for U.S. corn export picture, as we need to keep bushels moving and fulfill those flash sales, get them fulfilled and get bushels out the door. That's not a good headline to see either. So 2 bearish deals, 2 negative headlines in a row, Tommy G. Let's bring some positive in here.
Absolutely. What do you got?
This is the positive. We got
Ring
the
the bell.
export flash. There we go. Connor mentioned this yesterday. Talked about, you lower prices, and we need to see these export flashes come in. And we got Colombia buying 100,000 metric tons of old crop corn. It's great to see. We need to see more of this.
Absolutely. You were, and I and Joe were talking off air. Connor's at home. I don't even know if he's watching. Connor, you can call in though. I got the phone ready for you if you want to call in. I'm all set here.
Give us a ring, Connor.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of Connor, well, let's read this. Market's closed for the 4th of July. Hard open 8:30 Friday. So yesterday, Connor was my guest on Scott the Cow Guy in the C Block. And I don't think people realize how fast it goes with someone talking in your ear. And the Scott the Cow Guy show ends at 1:27 and 54 seconds. And so when they're saying 1 minute left and this much, I tell Connor, you got 15 seconds left. And then he started opening his mouth and they're like, wrap. I'm like, Connor, we got to go.
Oh, gosh. We were all busted.
He goes, why did you ask me a question that cut me off? I go, listen, buddy, they were talking my ear. Time for you to go. And I did watch. I counted from when I asked him the question, told me he had 15 seconds. I gave him 6 seconds and I go, I got to hop. I got to read the cow phone and pop out of here. So it was fun. The show ended well. The actual show ended perfectly. To get the cadence, see, it's too loose here. We get the, a minute and a half timer before we start. Yeah. We're open mic. We can go 3 minutes, 30 minutes. We can go as long as we want.
There's no the rules. Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, no,
world. But how's market day different from Cow Guy? Real quick.
Oh, great question.
Yeah. Is it?
It's a great question. It's much more relaxed.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it's funny you mentioned that. They said we need help. We need you to do market day. I said no problem, but I need you to get some images. So when you see all those images pop up on TV,
Yeah.
there's a computer you use to change the quote. So when you see Scott or myself or someone go to corn and beans and wheat in the outside markets, there's this computer, and I'm actually the person on set is the one putting up the prices. Okay.
Okay.
I said, if that computer goes down, I need you to not have the screen on me because I could see the prices on my phone. So they went and bought images, and they already have them stocked of LaSalle Street, of the floor of the CME, of Wall Street. I said, if the computer goes down or I botch it up, just play an image of LaSalle Street and I'll read the markets because I'm used to doing that. So
Mhm.
I actually told the producers of Market Day that if something goes wrong, here's what I want to pop up from what we learned from doing this. It's funny to be here. One thing I can tell you about Market Day, it starts at 8, and there's a producer for the 8 hour, then the 9 hour, then the 10 hour, then the 11, then the 12 to 1. So
Interesting.
they do 5 hours a Market Day and 11, 12 hits. I did 6 hits.
Uh-huh.
There's a producer who builds that hour. And so
Okay.
everything you see from 8 to 9, my friend Alex did. And then
Okay.
Alex is the one talking in your ear. So every hour there's a different, I have a sheet of who the guests are, Alex in my ear,
Yeah.
this gal, this gal. It's really cool. But it's very relaxed. It's very, I don't want to go as far as to say easy, but it wasn't hard because you have good guests. So
Yeah.
I quote the markets, you bring the guest on, you let the guest talk, you take a commercial break, and you just rinse, wash, repeat, rinse, wash, repeat. Scott the Cow Guy, I would say, is much harder, much more intense.
Yeah. I could see that a full 30-minute show, time crunch, and then you're the one managing that time, and yeah, then
Yeah,
you
there's a
ask
lot of discretion. We had Connor was on set Friday, Gina, the kids, and
Mhm.
summer intern, and they were surprised that I think people think what's happening on Cow Guy is scripted. The monologue gets written by myself,
Mhm.
and then the conversation after that's just a conversation. The guest could send in some talking points, as you know, but it's very fast paced. Um,
It's amazing how quick that time goes by. I see that just from outside looking in, and then yeah, you get
it's
on
fun. You
talk.
just don't want to get knocked out at the end. It's good. I've learned so much. It's making us better at ATI Pro Media. They're very willing to teach me up here, and they've been generous to give me an office. And yeah, it's fun. I imagine doing some more of it. As long as I can come here and do my day job, I have
Yeah.
my advanced trading laptop, my advanced trading recorded phone, my personal laptop for ATI Pro Media. I mean, it's great. I have an office. Yeah, if my dogs were down here, life would be good. And send the wife too.
The
But
dogs and the wife. Yeah. Get the
yeah,
full
just send the
circle.
dogs. Yeah, that's it. So anyway, Connor, that'll go down in the blooper reel. All right, 15 seconds. We gotta go. Thanks,
Yeah.
Connor Richmond. Yeah.
Well, Tommy, let's talk about the markets here real quick. Why don't you tell us where you think they're going to go? Here we go. And oh, we got to go. We lost Tommy here. Oh,
Yeah, that was
I couldn't
funny.
resist pulling a Tommy there.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
exactly
that's
what
what
happened
happened.
on the cow guy
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, tell us what you're thinking here. But yeah,
Throw you for a loop
I
there.
can think of no one I laughed harder than to do it to Connor. And I
Good.
didn't even feel bad. He's like, what happened there? It's time to go.
That
You know
was
when
good.
Papa says get in the car, I'm leaving without you. That was we're leaving without you. We got to land this plane.
Yeah.
All right. So markets real quick, everyone. We have a nice little pop in corn. These corn's up, beans are up. Brady Offset was talking about the currencies, Brazilian currencies, wheats. Real quick, let's talk premium. Yesterday,
Yeah.
Brady Huck did a nice little set here. I was out to dinner with some friends down here. I met a couple new friends. I'm just having the best time down here. But Brady Huck did crop conditions, wheat marketing strategy. Don't say your specific reco. If people want to know your reco, have them pay the dollar a day, have them subscribe. Good folks out there paying no sense of giving this stuff out for free. But Brady Huck did a great premium. We're going to crank out a few premiums today. We got some weird hours. Today's Tuesday. Wednesday's a full day. Market's closed. Thursday we're closed. No night market. Hard open Friday. I imagine anyone in their right mind who doesn't have to work Friday is going to try not to work. I'll live stream. I might be at a friend's house. I might have to do a little RFD TV too, they asked, but hard to get people to work this week with what's happening today, tomorrow, and the next day, Brady.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting week, and who knows what's in store here for us.
But you
But
know what it is if you have cattle on Thursday? It's Thursday.
yeah,
When you
yeah,
have animals,
absolutely. Yeah, you got to take care
if
of them
you own a
every day.
dairy, you know what Thursday is? The day you milk twice a day. I mean, the people with animal agriculture just don't get to take a day off. All right. Anyway, we
Yeah.
went through premium. We went through headlines. We had some negative action yesterday in cattle. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Little lower, little pressure there. Seasonally, you kind of start to get into, maybe just we're kind of past getting to the tail end of demand season there. You've got, July 4th here coming up, but we're buying cattle for multiple weeks out for beef that's going to be in the grocery store multiple weeks out here. But the choice cutout did reach record high for the year yesterday, printed at 329 on the choice cutout, which is great to see. It's up 19 bucks since late May, which is significant. In 23 of the past 24 trading days, Tommy, the choice cutout has seen week-to-week gains. But seasonally, we start to see that peak out here. On the fat cattle side, there's such a discount on the futures versus the cash that it makes it difficult to go out and manage risk on the fat cattle side of things. On the feeder cattle side of things, though, Tommy, it makes a lot of sense to go out there and establish some floors, protect these levels. But the fat cattle side of things, a little different, interesting dynamic going on there with the discount on the futures, and kind of hints at maybe where the funds want to be to me. A little bit.
Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Everyone, just remind you real quick, Brady Huck does sell LRP insurance. It's interesting. One thing you mentioned offset with Joe and I, Joe said, isn't, besides it being at a discount to the put, isn't one of the greatest reasons to do it is that you don't have to use your own cash till the end. So go over this with me again for the guys in the back of the room. You either pay in because you took the insurance or the insurance ever pays you. So you could take the insurance, never send the check, and they'll send you money, or is that snake oil?
That's how it works, Tommy. You have an application, you get your policy, you own your coverage. You're not sending money in until that coverage comes off. You'll get a bill or a check at the end of the period, and that's huge in this economy with cash and the cost of capital and freeing up capital. It's a huge selling point for LRP. Plus that subsidy, 35% subsidy on most of the products out there.
Yeah, interesting stuff happening with LRP. All right, with that, we'll take a question or two. I want to get out of here. I got a couple other things to do. Above me, I'm watching RFD TV. The weather, folks up in Minnesota, looks like they got more rain coming. Iowa, Wisconsin, but the folks in Minnesota just can't catch a break. If you're out there, you're listening, you can call us personally at 1-855-737-FARM. Definitely people are calling in and say, how do the markets not care about this rain?
Mm-hmm.
They will eventually, but eventually could be 6 months, 12 months. The USDA could do adjustment a year and a half from now and tell you the crop was 200 million bushels lower, and we rally 30 cents a day. It's not today. Today, facts, not fee. We're going to go over the facts, not feelings. These corn's 424. So many people are looking at cash corn fall sales with the 3 in front of them. Anything else, Mr. Huck?
Yeah, I don't like that sub $4 corn cash sales. That's not a good thing. But I don't know. You got to have a story and a catalyst to change this market, and we got to have demand. Those export flashes this morning are a good start, but we got to compete with South America, and the currency matters. It's a global market. Be interesting to see what fuels up the bull camp here going forward the next few months. And I don't know. We need a story, Tommy. We need a story.
Absolutely. We got a question here. Go ahead, Joe. Grab that one. I'll grab some coffee.
Nathan, do beginning farmers get an extra subsidy on LRP like we do on grain? There are some benefits. That's a great question.
Have them
Nathan.
call you because that's a very specific
Yeah,
thing.
there's some
I'm
veteran and beginning
impressed.
farmer type programs. But yeah,
Have them call
give me
you,
a holler and
Brady.
we'll talk.
Yeah,
We can talk about that. Yep.
you're too smart to be giving that stuff away for free. Sometimes free's too expensive too. I just gotta tell you. All right. Speaking of free, we got to free up some time so we can get out of here. Anything else you want to talk about, Brady?
I say let's
more
roll.
questions. Tony Dunker.
Let's Tony.
Long time listener, first time caller.
Tony rolled over to Northeast Missouri this morning, and the day started by needing a sweatshirt before the 90s rolled back in later today. Coffee definitely needed. Yeah, those brisk mornings. I love that's one of my favorite things about summer, Tommy, is opening that door, walking outside, taking a big, fresh cool country air, and enjoying it for the hours that we get it until it gets to the 90s and 100 degrees, and then you want to run inside of the air conditioner again.
Yeah, North Dakota clients complain like crazy. They need heat. They need GDUs.
Mm-hmm.
There could be some serious problems with this crop down the road if we don't start getting heat on it. But and it's July. I mean, it's July, and they're having highs in the 60s up north.
Mm-hmm.
So North Dakota, Canada, Montana, whatever, upper Minnesota, they're looking for some heat. Wheat harvest up there isn't that a long way. Some clients were hit with some hail, unfortunately, the other day. That stinks. But like Billy Joel said, we didn't start the fire. So Mother Nature makes it hail, and that's why you buy hail insurance, right? It's interesting to see brokers pretend like they know where the market's going. But one thing I was thinking, I don't have an answer. It's just going to be a statement. We'll end the show. And folks, you can drop a comment on this, YouTube channel. Better that you call us. But how the heck does everyone work with a broker, a risk advisor? They subscribe to all these subscriptions, ours or anyone else's. And how are they that undersold? How could is every subscription service bullish and wrong?
Tommy, I don't know that I mean, yeah, we got record stocks in farmers' hands based on that June 1 grain stocks report. But the loudest voice in the room is, not necessarily the most common voice, but it's the one that gets echoed and heard over and over again. We've got a lot of customers that are in great positions on old crop, 23 bushels, sitting great on 24. We've talked 25. And when these markets fall apart, we hear the loudest voice in the room. And that's not the case as across the board, across, our customer deck. So there's a lot of people in good situations. We hate to see a lower market.
But when you look at how many American farmers there are and how many Advanced Trading works with or other firms I know, when I talk to other brokers, it's I don't want to say what percent it is, but if you have a book of business, it seems like we all have a certain percent that's hedged a certain way. And there's way more people who watch us sign up and have done nothing than people who do something. So the fear of, like for me, I have a couple $1 million of life insurance, and every half a year when my wife pays it, I'm like, holy cow, she's sending my hard work money so that she could throw a party if I die, right? I almost want to tell her, like, you don't need life insurance. And the life insurance on the American farmer's crop in 23, 24, 25, their small farms are having huge, in the hundreds of thousands of losses, and big farms are in the multiple millions of dollars of potential money that could have been gained. So these insurance policies out there, whether it be crop insurance, hail insurance, selling futures, LRP, buying puts, they didn't take the policy, but now they've had the claim. That's all.
Yeah.
And we're going to sign up a lot of accounts next year through ATI Pro Media for people wanting information. A lot of people are going to say, I want help with futures and options, but nothing will be as timely as the day Brady Huck did the premium video. This is that tap on the shoulder. And that was the next day was the high in the wheat. And then we never looked back. And you were like, God, I what could I say to make people sell or protect more? I said, why don't you make a video about selling and protecting and saying, you always ask us to push you harder. This is that video. And so we have that. It's nice that we have it. It has a date. We sent it to people. I guess it makes us feel better that, like, we have it, right?
Yeah. It happened in February, those conversations with customers and prospects of, Brady, next time, kick me in the butt and get a hammer and beat me over the head and make me do it. And, there's some of those conversations are coming full circle again right now, the last week, saying, this is me pushing you, and push me harder next time, Brady. But we can't rewind the clock.
A chance in the cattle to do that. And, the other thing too, to stay disciplined now, that if you do sell these bushels, there's a lot of re-ownership. I mean,
yes,
I think I bought D's $5 calls the other day for 5 pennies or something ridiculous. I mean, this is just getting silly season, as if the market can't go up. The market can go up a lot, and it can go down a lot more. So I could sit here right now and say easily I could see corn $1 higher than here and $1 lower than here. That puts it at 525, and that puts it at 325. Well, the 325 puts people out of business. So with that, I got no happy way of ending the show except for showing my beautiful bride. All right, Brady Huck, Dodge City, Kansas, Timer Shopping, Nashville, Tennessee. Going to work from RFD TV studios. We'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday. We'll film premium today, get that out to paying clients. And with that, we'll end the show. Thanks, Brady Huck.
See you, Tommy.
Thanks for joining us. We're here every day, 9 a.m. Central. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.